Hi friends, I've got a few things around the kitchen that I wanted to get done, and so I thought that maybe I would bring you guys live. I tried to go live, but I think the image was a little bit distorted, so I decided to just try it this way. So I don't know all that I'm gonna do, but I do know that I have plans to chop and freeze some onions and some peppers, and I have plans to wash and to chop or maybe just wash and dehydrate some celery. I do hope that I can make some pizza crust today, possibly even some pizzas. And that's about what I know that I'll get done for now, or what I think I'll get done from now. So I am just chopping these peppers, and I think I'm gonna chop some, and I think I'm gonna dice some, and I'm gonna mix them all up. So I have one of these reusable freezer bags, 1 gallon size, for the ones that I am kind of dicing up into little cubes. And I have another bag for the ones that I am kind of treating like matchsticks. And then in this bowl, I am just placing all of the seeds and scraps, and that's gonna either go to my chickens, more than likely yes, or it'll just simply go to my compost bin. I am all about recycling, reusing, reducing, and really just being mindful of the way that I'm taking care of myself, my temple inside and out, my family, our home, taking care of our animals, the earth. I think that we all can really just do our part. I absolutely love to eat like the ones that look like little matchsticks with hummus. Hummus and either fresh peppers or fresh cucumbers has to be one of my favorite things to enjoy. But these are all getting frozen so that I do not have to cut any peppers when it's time. I wanted to cut some onions as well, but I decided against it this day, and so I will come back and I will do that a little bit later on in a different video. The goal though is to be doing something every weekend that's gonna bless me later. And so me chopping up these vegetables now will help me later. Me dehydrating these onions didn't help me later because I only dehydrated one onion and we literally ate the whole thing. It was just one rack, and we absolutely loved it. But I dehydrated these celeries, 4 packs of celery, and I will say that all I got was one mason jar. But that's okay too, because what I'm gonna do is I am going to use my miller. It's not really called a miller, but just think of a chopper for herbs. So I have one of those. It's like a little blender that's made specifically for herbs and oatmeals and things like that. It's really tiny, but I'm going to use that, and I am going to go ahead and chop up my celery. And so when I'm making different types of soups and meals and things like that, I figured I could add a little celery to it, and that's another way to just get those greens in there. We are plant-based, so I do try to eat and give my family as many greens as possible. But you guys know that greens are, well, some greens can be a little harder, or some vegetables can be a little bit harder to get and to grow and to have in the winter. And so having things like celery and things like carrots and onions and things like that that are dehydrated, especially the ones you dehydrate from your garden, and being able to make your own powder is just amazing. And then you can go ahead and add that to your recipes as you see fit, and you're really getting that extra dose of nutrition in there, and it's just so amazing and so important, especially this time of the year. So my plan for today was actually to make 8 frozen pizzas, go ahead and wrap and freeze them so that over the course of the next month, maybe 3 weeks, I could just kind of take out 3 pizzas each time, and that would pretty much be enough to take care of my family. And my thought is, I don't have to spend the money at the grocery store. B, I know exactly what's in these ingredients. They're all natural, organic ingredients. It's just a few ingredients. There's nothing that I can't pronounce or can't say or don't even know what it is. I always feel like if I don't even know what that is, I can't say it, I don't even know how to pronounce it, why should I be putting that into my body? I have no idea what it is. So I was really excited about that idea. And so I was like, okay. And I was just thinking about the pizzas I was going to make. And then, of course, my kids saw me and they were like, oh, Mom, we're going to eat pizza for dinner. And, I just couldn't break their little heart. Someone was like, yeah, we are. So that's what I did. I went ahead and I decided to just make these pizzas tonight. And actually, I was trying out a new recipe for the dough, and I wanted to make sure that I actually liked this new dough recipe anyway before I made a whole bunch of them, and I'm stuck with them. So I did change the recipe a little bit just to make it a little more nutritious, but it was good. So I will share that with you guys in another video if you guys are interested, and I will actually in that video go ahead and freeze some doughs. I did make 3 sets of dough here, and each one was big enough to make I guess 2, maybe just a little bit left. And so the little bit the one loaf that was left, I did go ahead and freeze that one, and so I will have just a little bit of dough in the freezer that I could at least pull that one out, let it stay in room temperature 30 minutes and bake when we need to. And so that's really great. But on these pizzas, we were just kind of going for ground crumbles. We were going for black olives. We have some peppers. We have some onions. And we have some pineapple. My kids really, really, really love olives. And they really, really love pineapples on their pizza. Now, I personally love mushrooms, but I just didn't cook any for this particular video. But yeah, mushrooms and peppers, oh my goodness, with olives and pineapple. That might be gross to some of you guys, but I love that kind of pizza. And fun fact, when I was pregnant with my first son 15 years ago, goodness gracious, time goes. It'll be 16 this year actually. I worked in a pharmacy. I was a nationally certified pharmacy technician, and every single day I called to Domino's and I got a medium thin crust pizza. I mean, it was so thin, but I ate that almost every day, at least probably 4 days of my pregnancy. Like, it was insane looking back that I ate that same thing like 4 times per week, but it was so good. So anyway, back to the video. Everybody that knows me knows I really just love pizza. Can we shout out to OXO for this dough whisk? Yes, I love this dough whisk. I just think it's nice. Like, it really did a really good job. I was really impressed with that whisk. This day was just such an amazing day. I was really thankful for strength and energy to take care of what I needed to take care of. Those are things that you just should not take for granted because you just never know, honestly. So I realized that this bowl was just really too small, so I'm just transferring that over. I have my guy here today, my mystery guy. I call him mystery guy because whenever I turn the camera to him, he always, covers his face. He doesn't like, a camera, and I respect that and him. And I just love and appreciate him and all of my kids because I have just been so blessed to have these amazing boys and girl in my life, and I just don't take it for granted. I am so thankful that Jan entrusted me with his children. But I was thankful that one, we got to have our ice cream party because it's not a weekend. We don't have an ice cream party. That's like a highlight. That's something that we love doing, just eating ice cream and laughing and chit-chatting and playing games. And on the rare chances we don't play games, we still love having our desserts on the weekend and really just enjoying each other and being together as a family. At the end of the day, there's going to come a time when a lot of things won't matter and where you won't even remember a lot. But memories like this are memories that are saved on your children's hearts and in your hearts, and they bind you close together, and it's just a reminder of God's love and his grace and his mercy. But I'll tell you what, I was so shocked. Even my husband liked these pizzas. He liked the crust. I didn't think that he would like the crust, but he said it was good. So, and he's a tough cookie. So if he says something is good, then it's good. I was thinking that I wasn't going to add the wheat flour to this pizza crust recipe the next time, but he said it was good, so I think I'm just going to leave this recipe as is. The original recipe did not call for wheat, but I just, like I said, I wanted to make the pizza a little bit healthier, so I did add it on there. And we laughed and joked about it, like, Mom, why did you put the toppings first and then the cheese? And I was like, you know what? You're right. I don't think you're supposed Oh my gosh. Like, maybe you really are supposed to put the cheese first and then the toppings, but I don't know why I did it this way. I don't know. But you know what? I think the end result still looked the same. We were talking about, like, well, did it really make a difference? And so, just again, moments that, I'm sure we'll be talking about this for a while. Mom, do you remember that time that you added the toppings and then the cheese? Like, Mom, what makes you do things like that? Or, I don't know. So, mamas, I just admonish and encourage you to spend as many moments as you can with your children, making memories. I know everyone's lifestyle is different, so maybe you're not wanting, desiring, or able to make pizzas with your children, but maybe you can call them. Maybe you can garden with them. Maybe you can draw with them. Maybe you guys like to sew. Whatever it is that you guys like to do that. Like, I don't think we need to be a carbon copy of anyone else, and you have to do really what works for you and for your family. If they don't like ice cream, why would you have ice cream each week? But we love ice cream, so that's something that we do each week. So find something that works for you and for your children, for your family, for your household dynamics, and run with it. Like, I'm telling you, even popcorn, we do popcorn a lot too, like popcorn in a movie or something. So just little things that make such a big difference. And I don't spend a lot of money on things. I don't spend a lot of money on things for myself, for the children. For years, as long as I can remember, have always been about experiences and time versus things. I feel like things come and go, they get thrown away, they get broken, but experiences and memories last. And so for me, it's just always been so important, these experiences. And when I see my daughter come in the kitchen with me and try to do stuff, like, I just let her. Yes, it slows down things sometimes. It alters the appearance of what I want. But you know what? This is the future. This is the next generation. She's worth my time. She's worth my energy. She's worth it all. So again, make memories with your children, whatever memories they are. Do something. And it's funny when I talk to my oldest, who's 15, as he remembers some of the memories that we had when he was little. And I tell you, I wouldn't trade any of these memories with these little people. So this is how my prep and how my pizza making went. I hope this was encouraging or maybe entertaining. for you. You could do so many things with your time, yet you choose to spend it with me, and I am forever grateful. I am so grateful and so thankful. Thank you for loving on me and for my loving on my family. Thank you for supporting us and our channel in this way. Thank you for every like, every comment. You guys are amazing, and I really appreciate you. So I'll be back in the next video. Until then, blessings.